this is Samse again, and welcome to Snakebird, the first entry to our double the headache thing. So, let's start it off. So, Snakebird is a simple and colorful puzzle game, it's really about... The objective is super simple. You play as the Snakebird, which, quite simply, is a snake and a bird at the same time. Don't ask me how and why, just go with it. And your objective is simply to get all the fruits on the level, and then get to the exit and play another level, I suppose. It's very colorful and simple looking, and it definitely, if you go to the the store page, at first it just really looks like a game for kids. And I wouldn't blame you for thinking that, but it's actually, even though the objective sounds very simple, it's actually all a deception, because this game is super difficult. Or maybe I'm just super dumb. In any case, it's very, very difficult to actually play the game successfully. I have completed 5 of the puzzles in the game so far. I have played for 30 minutes, so it's not too much, but it's still 5 levels out of 50 or more. And the store page mentions that the game has 50 plus levels. So yeah, and sometimes I just really get stuck on these levels. I have to rethink over and over again, and I keep doing the same mistakes again and again and again. It might just be that I'm super dumb, but somehow I think the game is actually just deceptively difficult. So naturally, you, as a Snakebird, you need to crawl to various places, and your length is very much the determining factor of where you can go. You can simply move up and down and left and right. Of course, you cannot move backwards, so you always have to move away from from the rest of your body, and you are naturally affected by gravity. And that thing, gravity, is there to pretty much screw you over at every single step of the way, because there are dangers such as spikes and water, and falling into them isn't too good for our little Snakebird. So you might want to avoid those, and well, you kind of have to avoid them if you want to actually progress. But there are 1001 ways to just completely screw yourself over. You can even get stuck basically in yourself, where you cannot move. You have simply cornered yourself with your body and a wall, and now you're stuck. And one of the things that this game is absolutely... this is probably the best feature of this game. The Snakebird has it has impressions. It looks kind of shows emotions, not really, but you probably understand what I am trying to get here. But it looks so very patronizing when you actually try to figure out the level, and it just looks so very disappointed. The impressions the Snakebird gives are just absolutely fantastic. I seriously like them, and I like the art style overall, and I think the game is actually a really nice one. I mean, they have figured out a simple gameplay mechanic, and they have built their game around it, and they have made it very fun looking and interesting and difficult. And if you like a brain teaser, I think Snakebird is probably something for you. Seriously, I haven't had any real problems with it, and the game also is pretty cheap. It's €7. So, in my opinion, it's very acceptable, considering that it has 50 plus levels, and it has taken me 30 minutes to complete 5 of them. So yeah, in the video you see me mostly doing the puzzles that I have already completed before, but I still had trouble remembering what the solutions for these puzzles are, because it's been a while since I played it the first time around, and yeah, I really struggled with this game, because somehow, even though it's very simple, it's still somehow very difficult for me to grasp the concept of space and where I can move without falling to my death. But yeah, it's definitely, it's not very like super interesting. It's aimed at people who like brain teasers, and especially games like this where you know it's not going to have much action in it. That's what I'm saying. But if you like a game, or if you want a game that you can play for maybe 15 minutes, waiting for whatever stuff you're waiting for, this might be it. I mean, it's a simple game. You can very easily pick it up and play it, and it works well, basically anywhere. The game doesn't require a lot of like graphics power. I have tested it on my laptop with Intel HD Graphics 3000. It ran there just fine, and this video is captured with the Nouveau driver, or Nouveau, I always get that wrong. The Nouveau driver on the lowest possible power state, so basically BIOS levels, and it runs there at 60 FPS. It doesn't really surprise me because the game looks so simple, but it's something to keep in mind. Both of these games that I'm going to feature today are actually games that can run basically anywhere. But yeah, that's basically what I can say about Snakebird. It's a very simple concept. There's not much to talk about. I do recommend it if you are after a puzzle game like this, but I do warn you, because this game might actually end up being quite frustrating because it's surprisingly difficult, and you might find yourself failing over and over again at a simple puzzle, and you think you have gotten it, but somehow you just can't figure it out. That's basically my first impressions of Snakebird.